So are you ready to saddle up for a story that's anything but your typical love tale? Well, we are talking about Late, a cowboy song presented by the Ghostlight Stage Company. Now, this show will be taking the stage starting Thursday, May 22nd. And here to tell us more about the production, we actually have the director, Aiden Dalton, and we have Kate Stark, who plays the role of Mary. So we are so happy to have both of you in studio today. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. And so apparently this is not your typical love story. I want to hear a little bit more about that. But what would you say makes this story so unique, really?
Yeah, so Late, a cowboy song, I think the strongest love story in it is more of kind of a self-love. We see a character, Mary, who's played wonderfully by Kate, that goes from someone that is very locked into what she perceives society wants her to be, and through her relationships kind of figures out that that's not really who she is. So by the end, we kind of see a completely different woman than we start with, both with someone she falls in love with and someone she falls out of love with.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's some tea right there. That's coming up to see. I love that kind of that self-discovery piece. And you know, Kate, can you tell us about your character too, and just kind of what it has been like to play this character in the production?
Sure. Mary has gotten so locked into what she thinks society wants her to be and what womanhood means that she's kind of lost track of who she is and what she wants for herself in her life. And in a lot of ways, this story is one of self-discovery, and both through her relationship with a character that she meets from high school, Red, in the play, as well as becoming a mother. All of that gets a lot more murky and then eventually kind of crystallizes for her.
Okay, well, we love that final moment of like, oh, this is all coming together the way that it should. And you know, what would you say has been your favorite part for both of you, really, being a part of the production or leading the production?
I would say for me, it's just seeing it go from being like a tiny little book I'm reading to this whole thing with, you know, actors who are bringing so much to the character that you just can't get from just reading it. And that's part of the best part as a director, is not so much telling people what to do, but giving them the space to do what they do best. So that's been the best for me.
I've really loved getting to see the songs in the show come to life. There are a lot of really interesting cowboy lyrics written into the show, and our cast member who plays Red, Jarrett McCormick, has written original music to all of those songs.
Oh, wow.
So it's really amazing to see and hear her bring that part of the story to life.
And how cool original songs is. Very, very cool. And another thing that you all have focused on for this production is, you know, just being accessible to all. So I do know that folks can get tickets, but there's something with a pay what you can, right?
Yes. Okay. So even beyond just this event for Ghostlight, it's one of our main missions to just make sure that every event we have is as physically, socially, and financially accessible as possible. So all our events have a certain number of pay what you can tickets. We also will have audio description this weekend, I believe on Saturday afternoon and evening, and we're also going to have for some of the themes surrounding people in the LGBT community. We're going to have an evening of trivia and community just after the show Saturday evening. Okay,
well, that's really great to hear. And guys, you definitely grab your tickets if you can and go out and support this awesome show. And we really appreciate you both coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Of course, and best of luck.
Thanks.
Thanks.